Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today we have again a lot of interesting news that's been directed to me by about a day ago by a commenter, and I did a little bit of research, and honestly, I gotta say, there's not much to find on this guy because it's kind of difficult. I'll probably try to contact some people here on who this man is because it might be quite important. Because I'm not quite sure exactly. Oh my, this is a. There we go. Because I am not quite sure exactly on the whole Kate what the whole situation is with this guy. All I do know is he's a mystery, and there's a lot of information kind of pertaining to that. Some of the actual things that have happened, gone on here, or what have you, is a bit weird. Some of the elections, primaries, and stuff like that. I'm going to show you a bit what's going on. I don't know how long this video may be. It might be about 5 to 8 minutes, give or take, just because you guys need to know. I want to give out a viable time frame. But here we are. Now I understand my webcam is in the way here, so let me see. Here we are. Okay. So, we have a bit of news, a bit of interesting stuff here. So, that being said, we have more of kind of get an idea. So, we have the Sicily defeated Royce White and Guy Gaskin in the Republican primary for a U.S. House from Minnesota District 5th on August 9th, 2022. Now, as you see here, we have the Royce Cicely Davis, which is here. This is another Royce White, which is has no picture, and then you have Guy Gaskin, which is no picture. Now, there's not everybody has obviously been onto this Ballotpedia page, so that's what's kind of concerning me a bit. So I don't know how truthful of a source this could be, but it is giving us a bit of numbers. In 2021, elections in Minneapolis are officially nonpartisan, but the Minneapolis City's charter allows mayoral and city council candidates to use a party label to appear below their name on the official ballot. Ballotpedia includes candidates, party, or principle to best reflect what voters will see on their ballot. Now, okay. Now that we have kind of get an idea of what's going on, this is a general election for Minneapolis City Council Ward 2. The ranked choice voting election was won by Robin Wansley Waraba and round 3. Again, I don't know how to pronounce some of these people's names. The results of round 3 are displayed below. To see the results of other rounds, use the drop-down menu above to select a round, and the table will update. Okay. So, we have all these people here kind of going on, seeing who got the votes. And then we still have this Guy Gaskin guy, which round eliminated in round 1. He doesn't really have anything here. And we have some of these other things with campaign themes and stuff like that. So we see this guy where he has got 15% of the total votes. So we have that with this 1.5k votes, which kind of stole from Royce White. And if we really want to go into it exactly on who Royce White is, he is around for the election for the U.S. president to Minnesota's congressional district. He lost in the Republican primary on August 9th. Royce White was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we kind of get to see exactly what he is. There's some information here. But it also says here with this, even though he doesn't have a picture, which I think everybody should probably put a profile picture on themselves so we can see exactly who they are. Royce White completed ballot connection survey 22. The survey appears in bold and are followed by white responses. So we have that there. Now, here's a bigger thing. We're gonna keep on going through all these people and see what's going on here, so you guys can see what the truth of what I'm talking about. So we have all this. See, completed the connection. So, and then we'll have more of these people here. We're gonna keep on going through all of them, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, because it's a kind of a big deal to see exactly what I'm talking about in all the terms. Now, we'll go down to here, and it keeps on going. Just a lot of information about her, obviously, so it's gonna be a bit of a draw. My God, it is massive. But again, she has not yet completed Ballotpedia's 2022 election survey, Ballotpedia is seeking 100% participation so voters can learn more about all the candidates on their ballots. Now, we will go exactly, pretty much what it is Ballotpedia is seeking 100% participation so voters can learn more about all the candidates on their ballots. So they haven't completed the survey completely, so that's kind of interesting for this person. So that's concerning, but we need to have no kind of full information. So there isn't anything here as well whether he completed the survey or not. So that's also kind of current thing. But as we're kind of seeing also as well is that the Democrats are not really specifically completing the surveys, which is suspicious. So, also, Nate Schuler did not complete the Ballotpedia Connection Survey. And we're going to go over exactly what the Connection Survey is in full detail as well. So, so we'll go over here, and then we'll go down here, and keep on saying the also did not complete the candidate survey, and then we go down here as well, and they did not complete it. So as we're seeing, a lot of people are not completing the survey, which is a little questionable. But here's also what it does for the candidate connection. I would have to say that Ballotpedia would need to 100% maybe have people sign up for this type of stuff, so that way we can kind of see what's going on. But I kind of see why, because if nobody really wants to do it, they're not going to really show up and stuff like that. But it goes on to say, but it says, at Ballotpedia, we believe that everyone deserves meaningful, reliable, trustworthy information about their candidates. We also know that good information, especially at the local level, is hard to find. That's why Ballotpedia created Candidate Connection. We asked all federal, state, and local candidates with profiles on Ballotpedia to complete a survey and share what motivates them on political and personal levels. Our survey allows voters to really access their candidates and get information they need to feel kind of confident they're picking the best person for the role. Questions vary depending on the office the candidate is running for, and candidates can, and for the most part, decide which and how many questions to answer. 2 questions do require of every candidate. Who are you? Tell us about yourself in 200 words or less. What areas of public policy are you personally passionate about? Why? We believe that these are 2 of the best questions to illustrate why a candidate is running and what they hope to achieve in office. To view a sampling candidate's responses to the survey, use the arrows with a tool to scroll through a response we received, click to orange, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So you kind of get to see exactly what's going on. So if we type to see, I don't think we can actually view the Guy Gaskin here. But if we go to Guy Gaskin, we have some information, but it's not a lot. So, all we see here is not much of anything. And again, he has not, in 2021, he has not completed the survey, and in 2022, which he has not completed the survey. So it just means that some people in 2022 have not completed it, which is kind of understandable, which is, kind of questionable again. But he did not complete it in 2021, he didn't complete it in 2022, and we have no idea who this guy is. Now, we go on to say over here that Vote USA, a biographical profile and positions on the issues of what we have, and there's nothing, there's no address, there's no photo, and there's really nothing on this guy whatsoever. There's no information. And even if we go to Guy Gaskin over here in LinkedIn, it says applications program out of the University of Minnesota. And I'm not saying this is this guy, but he also says he's in Minnesota, so there's kind of what we have in the questionable standards here. And again, this is not much information. All we know is that this person is in Minnesota. But this could be a completely different Guy Gaskin. But again, I digress. So we have the Minnesota Congressional District, which also goes over here. And he has the same type of deal if we don't want to go with the connection survey one. So we'll go down here, and it's the same type of deal, 15%. And we're not seeing much of anything on Guy Gaskin and of what is happening besides the actual amount of votes. So what biggest problem is if this guy was not here, which he's a mystery to everyone right now, Royce White would have most likely have won because he would have been 1,500 votes to Royce White rather than just Cicely Davis, or either or one of these people. So we don't know exactly how many of these people how many people would have been voted for, but apparently this guy was voted in, or had not voted in, but put a whole bunch of other type of votes going on. So we have this type of stuff here, and now we also have Royce White saying Guy Gaskin. Can anybody tell me one thing about this guy? This man doesn't have a bio or a website. Come on now. This is the kind of thing that should make people scratch their heads. Maybe his name alone that has that much likability at the polls. The fix is in America. Godspeed. So, yeah. I don't know who this person is. Nobody knows who this person is. And it's kind of concerning on exactly who he is. And it'd be nice to figure out exactly whom. Now, I don't have a lot of information, and even with people that the one man has showed me, giving context, these people don't even know. Take a look.
Money behind him? Did anybody know who he was? Elaborate on that.
No. Well, we looked into it, and he filed on the last day. Whoever this person is filed on the last day, and there isn't a person who I've talked to over the last 12 hours that could find a profile, a campaign website, a trace of this guy on the internet anywhere. Nobody knew who he was before yesterday, and we still don't have a clue who he is. There certainly wasn't any trail or trace of him in the lead up to this primary. So it's very strange that somebody who has absolutely no name recognition whatsoever could get 15% of the vote in this primary. It's very strange to us, and many people around the country are calling in asking for us to audit these votes and figure out what happened.
So even these guys don't even know, and we're trying to ask these questions. Again, I'll probably be going around asking a whole bunch of questions to a certain amount of people because I need to know who this guy is. I need to find out who this man is. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you guys know in a couple of video probably sometime this week if I know who he is. It may be a small brief interview on a actual video, and if I can find somebody who does know, I'll try to do an interview on them and see what's going and find out who exactly this guy is. But again, I don't know who this man is, and there's a lot of investigations to happen. But I would like to thank my commenter and one of my viewers that gave me kind of a notice of this so I can do some actual research. Because this is very concerning and I'm not quite sure exactly who this man is. So, we'll find out. Eventually. Possibly. So, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and take care.